I've been a social person for quite some time now. Since I was in university, I tried my best not to miss any social gatherings to make as many friends as possible. I've always believed that this was the most important thing in order to succeed: connections. I participated in school activities, outer school activities, parties and events, and sometimes even birthday parties of people I barely knew. Whenever there was an opportunity to meet new people, to drive up the numbers on my Facebook friend list, I went, even if it meant I had less time to sleep. For a while, it seemed like it was making me happy. I enjoyed those situations on the weekends when several groups of people would ask me to go out, and I would have to choose only one group or plan my day to meet everyone at a different time. It felt good to belong to different groups of people. My phone was always full of messages from different group chats. Hundreds of people were wishing me happy birthday and happy new year. People would always say, "Danny, you're so busy," or "Danny, you have so many friends, you know so many people." But that also meant I was always rushing to go to the next meeting when I was already with some friends. Sometimes I would even feel stressed when a dinner is running late because I had to meet up with other friends afterwards. I felt stressed because I had to keep apologizing for being late, and I hate being late. I couldn't really enjoy the moment because in my head, I was trying to figure out the best way to make everyone happy, and most of the time, I ended up making none of them happy, including myself. At some point, I realized that many of these friendships were superficial, and I'm pretty sure they felt the same. But I kept glossing over the situation that we're supposed to meet a lot of people when we're young, and you never know who you're going to meet and who might end up being your soulmate friends. So I thought, I have to keep on doing this, make more friends. And then there were moments when I was feeling down and I couldn't think of anyone to call. I kept thinking, am I that close to them? Or do they think of me as someone that close to them? Will they still like me even if I'm not actually that interesting? And when things actually got a little more difficult for me, a lot of those friends weren't even there anymore. Some of them actually left as soon as they thought there was not much left to get from me. My old friends, my real friends, stopped asking me to meet up because I always said I couldn't meet up and I was busy. So I couldn't even ask them because I felt so bad for neglecting them. I felt lonely and depressed, and I envied those people who had that one group of best friends that you could just call and meet up every day and talk about anything. I thought I belonged to many groups, sometimes too many groups, but I realized I never really belonged to even one. It was actually my own mistake for not making true friends. I mostly made connections and superficial friendships that broke so easily. And that really hurt me because I opened up to them and it cost me a lot to do that. In those dark moments, I did realize who my true friends were. I wasn't a part of a big group of friends, but I realized that there were some real friends who stood by me when I was going through a hard time. I realized it was much better to spend quality time with people I really cared about instead of having meaningless parties and drinking with people who didn't really care about me. I was happy and glad I could enjoy this quality time with just a small number of people, but to be 100% honest, all the broken friendships hurt me a lot and I never wanted to open up like I used to. I felt like I was making myself vulnerable if I opened up my heart. Now I feel like I'm in a better place and I feel more confident and I have people around me that I love and all the scars from the past are fading. I am making new friends and meeting new people too, but it's hard for me to fully open my heart like I used to. I get close to these new friends, but I always feel like there's a line or a boundary, and it makes me nervous when I feel like those lines are being crossed. We talk about our lives and have a great time together, but the conversations never go too deep. Recently, there was a moment when I was having a talk with one of these new friends and started to talk about some deep thoughts and issues we had, and I didn't know that this friend had actually been through a lot. I felt bad because I probably didn't let anyone get close to me, and some friends probably had to carry their burdens to themselves because they knew I had drawn a line which would have made it hard for them to open up. I don't think I can change right away, but I want to be able to have a deeper relationship with people I can really trust. It's not easy to make friends anymore, but I hope I don't miss out on the chance to make real friends because of this fear. It's still an ongoing process for me, and I think these bed talks are helping me to find the courage to push those boundaries a little. But I really hope I can change, and if anyone feels the same way I do, I hope you can too. Thank you so much for listening to my bed talk. Hope you have a good night.